Now let's move on to who's hot and who's not. So I'm going to start with the who's hot here with a guy in the Toronto Blue Jays, Spencer Horowitz. He is a guy who just recently came up and he's played only 5 games, but he's looked pretty good in those 5 games. So far, he is slashing 389, 476, 444. So low slugging compared to the average in OBP. And he's not going to bring much power, but he will bring a really good batting average on top of a good lineup. So hopefully, a lot of run production from there. Good batting average. You may not get a lot of RBIs and home runs, but in maybe 15 team leagues, or if you have a deep lineup in 12 teams, he could definitely slot in because could always use more runs. And just to show you that it's not a fluke, last season in AAA, he hit 337 with 10 home runs in 107 games. Again, Spencer Horowitz, he's not going to bring you a lot of power, maybe some double digit home runs. His batting average might hover around 300. He's not going to give you any speed, but either way, it looks like it's a good player that can be in your lineup daily. And he appears to be taking the spot of Davis Schneider. You can keep an eye on this situation, but if I'm in 12 team leagues, I'm probably dropping Davis Schneider. And in 15s, if you can get your hands on Horowitz, I absolutely would be. Again, maybe deep 12s, but Davis Schneider looks to be losing a little bit of playing time. Horowitz does feel a little bit more sustainable, I think, than Schneider did. I'm still rooting for Schneider. Love Schneider. Obviously, he came up and had one of the most exciting come ups that we've seen in recent history. But Horowitz just feels a little bit more stable up there. So hopefully he can stick and he can be a help for you in your fantasy lineups. Who is not hot? And this one hurts me a little bit because former Cub and a guy that I hold near and dear to my heart, I have a signed baseball of him somewhere around here. Anthony Rizzo for the New York Yankees has been ice cold. And with the return of DJ LeMahieu, it looks like Rizzo is seeing less and less playing time. To be fair, he's not really earning it either. He's hitting just 219 this season. He's got 7 home runs, which fine, that's something. But DJ LeMahieu returning to the lineup is going to bump Rizzo out. If you're holding on to Rizzo, I'd probably drop him. Um, DJ, though, is not really setting the world on fire. He's only got a 222 batting average, but he has a 349 OBP right now, which is going to keep him in the lineup over Rizzo's 277. Rizzo's one of the greatest clubhouse guys you could probably ask for, but when it comes to fantasy, he may not be the best fantasy option. You're probably much better off streaming other first basemen, whoever's out there, Josh Bell or whoever else you can find. I'd rather be going with the hot hand than sticking it out with Anthony Rizzo at this point.